All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Tornado going to be calling a match. So let me explain what we have in front of us here. We are in Winter Haven, Florida. This is Pro Doubles, Bracket D, and this is the finals. So Haseeb and Mike Ferreira are in the king seat and need to be beaten twice by Noah Wooten and Matt Sorrells. I do believe the winner will be on ESPN. All right, Haseeb and Noah are going to get started on this end. All right, Noah with first bag goes in. Haseeb goes in as the lights go on and off. Momentary distraction. Noah goes in. Haseeb's bag is off to the left. Noah has a chance to pick up two if he stays perfect. Now Haseeb goes in. All right, Noah's going to get to 12. And Haseeb comes down the lane. He's going to shoot a 10. He had one bag kick off the side, out of the lane. Score the round 12 on 10. Score of the match is 2-0 in favor of Noah and Matt Sorrells. Matt's first bag goes in. Mike is off to the right, past the hole. Not going to be able to do anything with that bag. Matt goes in. Mike goes in. Matt goes in. Matt is in position to pick up 2 points right here. Mike is off to the right again, perhaps a little nervous. And Matt goes in. And Mike's going to come down the lane and kisses off of his bag. He doesn't pull his bag. He shoots an 8 for the round, so we're going to score that round 12 on 8. So after 2 frames, Matt and Noah are up 6-0. All right, Noah's first bag is off to the left, out of the lane. Haseeb sits a bag in the hole. Noah replaces Haseeb's bag. Haseeb pushes Noah's bag in. Noah comes down the lane. Haseeb's in position to pick up 2 points right here. And Noah is going to shoot a 10, and Haseeb is going to shoot a 12. So that's going to be 12 on 10 that round. Mike and Haseeb are going to pick up 2 points. Score of the match is now 6-2 in favor of Matt and Noah. And Mike Ferreira going to have first bag. Mike's first bag is off to the left, out of the lane. Mike trying to calm himself down. You see he took a nice deep breath on the other end. Matt goes down the lane and in. And Mike sits one in the hole. Matt's going to go through. Pushes Mike's blocker in. Mike comes down the lane and goes in. Matt goes in. And Mike sits one in the hole. And Matt goes for over the blocker and goes off the back of the board. So we're going to score that round, I believe, 9 on 8. Score of the match is now 7-2. Noah starts off by throwing the blocker, center of the lane. Haseeb lays up behind it. Noah goes for an airmail. His bag goes off the back. Haseeb hits an airmail. Noah goes off the back again. Haseeb hits a clean airmail. Noah goes off the back again. Whew. All right, so Noah's got 3 bags off the board. He's got one right in front of the hole. Haseeb has 2 bags in and a bag in hand. So you can do one or two things. See how he plays. He can actually do one or two things. All right, so he airmails and he pulls Noah's bag in. That's still going to be a 7 spot. So we're going to score that round 10 on 3. Haseeb and Mike are going to pick up 7. Score of the match is now 9-7 in favor of Mike and Haseeb. And Mike's going to have first bag coming at us. Mike throws a blocker center of the lane. Matt pushes through. Mike's blocker throws a blocker to Matt's side. Matt tries to throw a cutter, pushes up into Mike's block. Mike goes to the AML, goes off the back. Matt goes for the AML, he knocks Mike's bag in. He can still recover. Mike goes off to the side. He misses the hole. His bag is sitting on the back of the board. Matt can pick up 2 right here. If he drags these 2 bags in, he's going to go for a push. Pushes 2 bags in. Gets the drop. We're going to score that round 9-on-7. Score of the match is now tied at 9. And once again, if you're joining us late or you're joining us in action, Mike and Haseeb have to be beaten twice. They are in the king's seat. This is game 1. If we go to a game 2, we're going to stay right here. Noah throws a blocker to Haseeb's side.
I mean, I don't think I would.
Haseeb pushes into Noah's block. He can still recover that bag. Noah comes down the lane. He drops 2. Haseeb steps out a little bit. Going to try and pull that bag in. Pushes into it. Noah has a lane to his side. Noah bounces off Haseeb's 2 bags and goes in. Haseeb goes off the back. Noah's in position to maybe pick up 5 here. And Noah throws a block. So he gets to 10. Haseeb steps out. Oh, he pushes Noah's bag in. I believe that is going to be a 9 spot. All right, so it's a chunk round there by Noah Wooten. Score of the match quickly escalates to 18-9 in favor of Matt Sorrells and Noah Wooten. Matt comes down the lane and goes in. Mike throws a blocker to Matt's side. Matt pushes up into Mike's blocker. Mike going over the top, going to try to airmail. Gets one to go. His bag kicks off the board, and that is trouble because you do not want to have a bag off the board when your opponent has 18. Mike and Haseeb catch a break right there. Matt pushes his bag in, but it kicks left. Mike comes down the lane and goes in. And Matt goes in, and Mike gets to 9. So we're going to score that round 10-on-9. Fortunately for Mike and Haseeb, Matt's bag kicked left and out of the lane. Score of the match is now 19-9 in favor of Noah Wooten and Matt Sorrells. Noah goes in, Haseeb goes in. Noah goes in. Haseeb goes in again. Noah throws a blocker. Haseeb goes around the blocker. And Noah goes in. And Haseeb has to go in. Okay, well, his bag didn't go in. His bag is on the board. He's going to shoot a 10 for the round. So that was the 2 points right there that Matt and Noah needed to win game 1. We are moving on to game 2. All right, whoever wins this match is going to win the D bracket. All right, they flip for shot. So that is game 1. Matt and Noah gain the victory. And now we are into game 2. All right, Matt goes in with his first bag. Mike follows. Matt goes in. Mike throws a blocker. And Matt tries to airmail over. His bag skips off the back of the board. Mike comes down the lane, replaces his bag. That's a great bag right there. And Matt goes off the back. And Mike has a chance to pick up 6. Instead, he gets 3. All right, so Noah. Noah's right here. All right, so Mike had a chance to pick up 6. He knocked his bag in, but the bag he threw kicked off the back of the board. So we're going to score that round, I think 9-on-6. And it is now 3-0 in favor of Mike and Haseeb. Haseeb throws a blocker to his side. Noah gets around it. Haseeb pushes into his bag. He's got 2 bags sitting in the hole. Noah has one in already. And Noah pushes up into Haseeb's bag. Haseeb trying to stay to his side. His bag hits the pile and kicks off the back. Noah's in position to pick up 5 here. All right, so he knocks one of his bags in, pulls one of Haseeb's bags in. Haseeb goes in. He gets to 7. Noah's got a bag hanging in the hole. and he goes in. So we'll score that round 10-7. Score of the match is now tied at 3 after 2 frames. This is game 2. It's pro doubles. We are in Winter Haven, Florida. The winner of this match will win bracket D. All right, Matt's first bag goes in. Mike throws a blocker to Matt's side of the hole. Matt pushes up into it and pushes Mike's bag in the hole a little bit more. Mike hits his blocker in, but his bag skips over the hole. Matt goes in. Mike bullies Matt's bag slightly out of the lane. Matt goes in. And Mike goes in.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I bought 4 and I only gave out 3.
Carry. Carry.
No, I gave 2 to you and 1 to me. 3.
It's too close. Hopefully it makes it.
All right, we got a tablet issue, I think, down on the other end. That round washed out, right? Noah, that round washed out? Okay. 3-3? 3-3? Okay. All right, we got a slight break in the action here. We got something going on with the tablet. Somebody must have hit a button or did something. Momentary pause here.
Oh, there he is.
This portion of the match is brought to you by the ACL. We have no sponsors. We're looking for sponsors. Not really, but.
I wish I could. Your phone's not dying, bro. We're gonna make it through.
All right. Picking up the action. And Noah Wooten is going to have first bag going away. And his bag is out of the lane. Haseeb has room to get around it, but he pushes up into Noah's bag. Noah steps out. He throws another blocker sitting in the hole. And Haseeb pushes into the pile. All right, Matt is telling Noah to hit an airmail here. Noah looks like he's going to go up and over the pile. And he pulls 2 bags in, and he's got another bag hanging in the hole. Haseeb pushes into the pile.
One more time.
Noah might go for another airmail here. Oh, okay. So he goes for another airmail, but he misses. He goes off the back of the board. Noah's got to 7. Haseeb has 3 bags on the board. So right now, it's 7-3. We're still early in the match, and Mike is telling Haseeb to airmail, I think. It's a little hot on the collar. Haseeb goes for an airmail, and that's going to be, his bag hits the pile and goes off the back of the board. Noah and Matt are going to pick up 4 points. He lives down here now. He lives an hour away from here. Yeah, but yeah, he's been here less than a year. Matt's first bag off to the left. Mike goes in. Matt goes in. Mike goes in again. Matt goes in. Mike's bag's off to the left. Mike is frustrated about that. Had an opportunity to pick up 2 points. And he missed. And Matt goes in. And Mike's going down the lane, and he goes in. His bag kicks off the pile and goes in. So we're going to score that round 10-10. That's a wash. Score of the match is going to remain 7-3 in favor of Noah Wooten and Matt Sorrells. Noah goes in with his first bag. Haseeb throws a blocker, center of the lane. Noah's thinking about it for a second. He steps out, he steps in. Noah goes for the airmail, hits the back of the hole. The bag is sitting on the board. Haseeb tries to push through. He hits his blocker. He's got 2 bags in front of the hole, 1 center, 1 slightly off to the right. Matt is telling Noah to block. Matt Sorrells is definitely an interesting character and a great personality. And Noah goes off to the right. Haseeb pushes into the pile, but it doesn't Nothing moves, and Noah throws the last bag. Jam. He gets a bag in the back to fall. Haseeb goes for the air mail. He gets one to drop. All right, so we're going to score that round 8-on-6. Score of the match is now 9-3 in favor of Noah Wooten and Matt Sorrells. Matt's going to have first bag coming our way. All right, Matt throws his blocker with his first bag. Mike pushes into it. Pulls his bag up and behind the blocker. Matt knocks his bag in, the bag that he threw, kick to the right. Mike has a chance to pick up 2 right here. Splits the bags and goes in. Matt pulls Mike's bag in. And Mike's trying to stay to the left. He throws the bag, it's sitting in the hole. And
you ain't got to get too crazy. Who still got to go back? All right, we still got to go back. Come on.
All right, Matt pulls his bag out of the hole, so Mike is calling for an air mail here. He wants Haseeb to give him the green light. Mike's going for an air mail, and I'm not sure, he may have just gone for the slide right there. He gave the indicator to Haseeb for thumbs up, and maybe Haseeb told him just slide it in, take the 2. But had Mike dragged that bag, that would have been a 4-point hit. So anyway, score of the match is now 9-5. Haseeb's first bag is a blocker. Noah pushes up into the blocker. Haseeb tries to hit an air mail, he goes off the back. Noah pushes into the pile, he pushes his bag further in the hole. Haseeb knocks Noah's bag in the hole. Haseeb is at 2 at this point after 3 bags. Noah pushes into the pile, he's jamming it. Mike is giving Haseeb the airmail sign. Haseeb buries a critical airmail right there, so he buries 2 bags. He's at 7. Noah is at 5. Noah's going to try to hit an airmail, and he maybe went for a roll that time. Went for a roll, not an airmail. We're going to score that round 7-on-6.
It hurt too bad. Let's go.
Score of the match is now 9-6. Matt and Noah still have the lead. Mike's going to have first bag.
Come on,
Mike hits a dead spot
right
on the bottom of the board, and the bag just dies there. Matt goes over it. Mike goes up in the air a little bit, leaves the blocker center of the lane.
What time, boy? Get there. Good.
Matt tries to go around it. His bag is sitting on the back of the hole. Mike drops 2 bags. Matt may want to try to airmail here or save it for his last bag.
Shot.
Matt actually throws a blocker. That's a good bag. And Mike tries to go in, and he knocks Matt's bag in. And if Matt airmail drags here, they're going to pick up 4. What a hit by Matt Sorrells. Goes for the airmail, pulls the bag sitting on the back of the hole in. That's going to be a 4-point round. We scored that round 12-on-8. Score of the match is now 13-6. Noah's first bag is off to the right. Haseeb goes in. Noah goes in. Haseeb goes in. Noah goes in. Haseeb goes in. And Noah goes in. Noah shoots 10, and Haseeb is going to shoot 12. And we're going to score that round 12-on-10. Score of the match is now 13-8 in favor of Matt and Noah. Mike's going to have first bag coming at us. Mike goes in. Matt throws the bag sitting on the back of the hole to his side. Mike comes down the lane and goes in. Matt goes in. Mike goes in. Matt goes in. Mike's going to come down the lane. He's going to get to 12. And Matt has a choice to shoot for an airmail here. See if he can airmail drag it again. And his bag doesn't slide in. He's going to shoot an 8 that time. Thought he might go for an airmail there to try to drag it in and wash out the round, but instead he slides, chooses to slide there, and he misses. Scored a round 12-on-8. Score of the match is now 13-12. And Haseeb's first bag is a blocker to Noah's side. Noah gets around it, and Haseeb throws another bag, hops over the hole and is sitting on the back of the hole. Noah throws a curve bag. Haseeb throws another bag on the board. Matt is telling Noah to throw another curve bag or get around bag. And Noah throws another. All right, Haseeb's got to bury his last bag here. He's got to get this bag to go. All right, and the game will continue. So if Noah buries this last bag, that's going to be a 6 spot for them. So Haseeb gets to 6. Noah is at 9. But Noah has 1 bag left. So he gets this bag in. It's going to be a 6-point round. Noah throws another curve bag. What a great bag by Noah Wooten that time. Haseeb had 2 bags, 2 blocker bags in the lane. So score of the round 12-on-6. Score of the match is now 19-12 in favor of Matt and Noah.
Shot, boy.
Matt's first bag. Down the lane and in. Mike throws a blocker, center of the lane. Matt goes for the airmail. His bag rims out and goes off the back of the board. Mike comes down the lane. He's got 2 bags sitting in the hole, stacked on top of each other. Matt pushes up into the pile. Mike is in position to pick up a chunk right here if he can get these bags to drop. All right, so Matt gets the 5. If Mike can bury these, that's only going to be 1. That's only going to be 1. We're going to score that round 6-on-5. Mike had a chance to drop 3 bags there and get a chunk. It doesn't work out for him.
Yes, I know.
But they do manage to pick up 1, so the score of the match is now 19-13. Haseeb's first bag is a blocker. Noah pushes into the blocker, but Noah leaves his blocker in the center lane. Haseeb throws another bag on the board to the right. Noah tries to push through. He knocks 1 bag in. And the bag that he threw skipped off the back. So Haseeb goes in. And Noah goes in. And Haseeb's got to bury this bag. He does. He gets to 8. So if Noah goes in. All right. Score that round 9-on-8. Whew. Score the round 9-on-8. Score of the match is now 20-13 in favor of Matt and Noah. They're 1 point away from winning bracket D. Matt throws a blocker. Mike sits his bag on top of Noah. Both of these bags are going in. Matt comes down the lane. He replaces. Mike's bag is off to the left, and they are in danger right now. That could be a match. Matt comes down the lane. Mike taking a second, thinking about what he wants to do right here. He doesn't have much choice. He's got to put this bag in. And that is going to be your match. Matt, all he's going to do basically is land it. And so if Mike can airmail and somehow pull 2 bags, Mike's going to take a timeout. So Matt is at 10, Mike is at 5. Mike needs to pull 1 of these 2 bags or hit somehow. Get 1 of these 2 bags to go in. Yeah, hey.
Don't shake my hand yet.
No.
Huh?
I guess we don't get the timeout.
Well, it doesn't matter. Take the fucking shot. What are you gonna take the shot? Take the
I'll
shot.
let him know. Is it up to us or them?
Nah.
For real?
Yeah, you only get 1 timeout in doubles. You get 2 in singles.
God damn.
2 in singles.
Yeah, it is.
You fucking throw the bag anyways. You're not gonna fucking get it. What difference does it make?
Blame the hood. I would never do that.
All right. So yeah. So what happened there is Mike Ferreira called timeout, but he had forgotten that Haseeb had called a timeout earlier in this game. And you only get one timeout in doubles, but you do get 2 timeouts in singles. So, congratulations to Noah Wooten and Matt Sorrells.
Yo, no, I didn't know you weighed that much, bro.
Good job, man. Good job.
I never weighed so much in my life.
All right, that concludes the match.
looking like hardball
Noah
out there.
and Matt are going to win
Came up to me earlier.
win the D bracket, and Haseeb and Mike Ferreira are going to finish in second place, and there is no shame in that. All right, this is Tornado signing off. Pick us up tomorrow. We're going to be doing some singles matches. Yes, sir.